fix this, get back a little farther. Hi, I hope the sound is working. I decided to do a live today because I have a quite a bit on my plate and I didn't feel like editing. So we're going live. I doubt anyone will watch live, but at least we'll be there for my viewers whenever they want to watch it. This is Knits and Tales podcast. My name is Amy, and I have a lot to talk about today. This is a knitting podcast. What else? I hate intros. I'm never good at them. So, anyway, like I said, I have a lot to share with you. So, I think we're gonna go into finished objects, and I do not have any. Yes, I'm going live because I'm being lazy. I only have one finished object. I'm trying to think if I have anything else. Nope, one finished object. So last podcast, I showed that I completely ripped out my girl from the grocery store because I used the wrong needles. And I really didn't want to cast it on again. So I was like, okay, but I really want to use this yarn. So somehow I got this done in a week. I was absolutely addicted to it. It was so much fun. So what I did is I kind of did the same shape. I just came up with a shape. It's very similar to the girl from the grocery store. Maybe I should show you the right side because I'm left-handed. So it starts here with the pink. And I just kind of did my own striping sequence. It didn't fade like I wanted it to, but, and it's pretty, yeah, it's pretty true to, it's super, super bright. And then I had the full skein of this. I cannot for the life of me, the dyer asked me what the colorway was, and I was like, I have no idea. So I've been looking at like old pictures, pictures of friends that I've sent my yarn to, and I just absolutely for the life of me cannot figure out the colorway name. So, and it's big. So yeah, that is my one and only finished object this week. Well, for the last 2 weeks. And it takes me forever to put it back on, but I'm going to because even if it doesn't look right, because it is freezing. My birthday was Sunday and we barbecued and it was like 50 degrees outside. Today, my son, it was sunny. It looked decent. I didn't even think to check the temperature. And Ryan comes back in and goes, Mom, can you take us to school? And I was like, no. Why? Ride the bus. And he goes, I'm cold. I'm so cold. Well, his dad, thank you. His dad shaved his head, which I don't care about. I wish he would have waited just a little bit longer because it's still really cold. So I had to give him one of my hats and I like snipped off the bottom for him. It was so sad. I felt so bad for him. Drinking Monster today in my favorite cup. The Busy Bean is my local coffee shop and it is the best. Okay, so works in progress. I'm excited about these two. The first one I'm going to show you are Dawn socks. And let me tell you what, I feel like I've gotten pretty darn far on them. So I was having a hard time getting my socks to fit, and I don't really love heel flap and gusset. So I wanted to get Dawn's foot number because I'd already done the leg on this one. So I already did the leg and then the heel, and I'm like, I'm a little worried about the number, and I didn't want to have to try it on, take it off, try it on, take it off, try it on, take it off. And yes, I could do the measurements, but I always mess them up somehow. They're always too small, or too short, or too small or too big. So I just said, to hell with it. I am going to, this is all wonky. To hell with it. I'm going to do a toe up sock. So I started with 8. Excuse me, did a wedge toe. I kind of messed it up, but oh well, he doesn't care. So I did find his number. His number is 95. Roll foot. He likes them longer because he wears boots. So his socks are quite the undertaking. 95 row foot, fish lips kiss heel, 80 row leg, 20 row cuff. So I am hoping I'm on the toe and I have this little bit left. And I'm like, I hope I have enough. If not, he's getting a scrappy toe. But I'm pretty sure I do. I just started the toe. I'm at like 26 on each needle. So I should have enough, or at least I hope I have enough. And then, so last time I podcasted, this was the cuff up one. I was right here. So I got the whole leg, the foot, and down to the toe done. Then I got this whole sock, or this whole foot and the heel. Oh, I'm so close to being done, and I want to get them done because I decided that I wanted to, I have enough fleechy to do one pair of socks and fleechy every month. So I'm doing okay with that. Well, we're 2 months in. I'll get done with this one, but of course I picked the shortest month for the biggest pair of socks because, well, I'm cool like that. Second, and I still am using this Christmas bag. This is, my cat loves it too, but this bag was made for me by my friend Amber. I'll link her Etsy store. I think she's got an Etsy store. If not, no, she doesn't sell her bags. She sells her yarn. She sent this to me when she sent me the red and black yarn for my V-back tee, which I really don't think it's going to be a V-back tee. And it's my favorite bag. It's absolutely my favorite sock bag. I love the cords that she uses. It's amazing. So that's living in there. This is the drawstring bag I've had for a while. I do like this bag, just not as much as that because I really like the cord she uses for the handles. This is Nighthawk by this chick knit. This chick knits. I think that's what it's called. I'm having a total. Yeah, this chick knits. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. Anyway, Nighthawk. And it's pretty, actually. It's really, yeah, that's pretty much the color of it. So around Christmas time, I said, hey babe, I have my yarn on one of those shoe racks and on the back of her bedroom door. And I said, hey, pick a color because I couldn't decide what I wanted to make. And he picked this one, and I started socks with it, and I didn't like them. And then I was thinking to myself, hey. Then I was thinking to myself, hey, this would be a great neutral hat. So, of course, it's the Musselburgh. And this isn't really getting a lot of love. I basically cast it on and got it. When I do my Musselburghs, most of the time I cast them on, get through the increases, and then they just sit. Don't fall.
I almost did.
I know. Then they just sit around until I decide to work on them. Morticia, you moved the camera. So, yep, this is just the Musselburgh, Musselburgh, or however. I know you.
Musselburgh.
I know, but that's not how you say it. You're Scottish. You should be okay with the way things are pronounced.
My heritage is Scottish, but I don't speak with an accent.
I kind of wish you did.
Well.
Anywho, you're distracting me. Shh.
You're the one talking.
Play your game. Now my bag's all messed up. So, Musselburgh. Again, one of my favorite patterns. And then once I got this scarf done, or shawl done, I decided I wanted to make a wrap. And I wanted to make a wrap out of the Valentine's Day Tainted Love minis that I got from Bucks and Cat Knits. I had a full black skein of Hawthorn. Then I had the Neon Storm that came with the minis. And I knew it took me a while to, I keep leaning like this. It took me a while to, I knew what I wanted in my head. I wanted a rectangular wrap, and I wanted all garter, and I wanted it color blocks because for some reason these neons are so bright and they're so pretty that I felt that they needed color blocks. So this is what I came up with. Probably should have put it on a longer cord, but so I increased to here. And then once I got it the width that I wanted, so the width will be, it's 16 inches, but when I stretch it, because it's garter, it will block out way bigger. And I got it to about 22 inches blocked. So that's going to be perfect. And then so I'm just doing knit front and back on one side, knit two together on the other side. Now, my plan is, I'm on the third, obviously 1, 2, 3, the fourth color. I can get 6 rows out of each color. So I'm going to do all 15 minis, well, 14 minis, and then I have a black mini. And so I'm going to do the entire black mini and then mirror it. So like this, and this will be on the very end on the other side. And then anyway, I have a few other ideas of what I want to do in the middle, but this is, what did I call it? My friend Tori named it for me. Smeary Stitches. Smeary Stitches. So that is that. When I was making this, I started it with my Hiya sharks. Don't get me wrong, I love my Hiya. They're almost as good as Chow Goose, but the cord's not as good. They're a little too pointy. So Chow Goose are my favorite. And I never really liked any wood needles. I had the Leica, I think it's Luca, driftwood needles right here. And I hated them. I didn't like them. And they're shorty ones too. I just didn't like them. I didn't like the way they felt. I felt like the yarn drug on them, and I just, nope, I couldn't. Well, I was doing this one, and her yarn is so soft, it's almost slippery. So I switched to these and have decided if I'm making a shawl out of family sock, I'm gonna have to use these because they're my favorite. It's slippery enough that it doesn't drag like most wood needles, but it has just enough grip that the needles won't, like the stitches won't slip off if you're not paying attention, which I normally don't when I'm knitting garter. Well, I need to pull this out for later. And that's pretty much what I've been working on. I got a little bit done on my jelly roll, and I'll talk about my jelly roll here in a minute when I talk about acquisitions. So I know that I talked about it in my last podcast, and I went live on Instagram yesterday and talked quite a bit about it. But my friend decided to give me a birthday advent, which was so much fun. And I ended up with 24 balls for my jelly roll. And then on my birthday, there was 3 packages on my birthday, and I forgot my card. dang it, I was going to show it, but I already put it up. Sorry, Tori. I showed it on my Instagram. Go ahead and check it out. It's actually, I'll put it below because I can't remember what my Instagram handle is, and I think I did it on my personal account. So,
Yes, you did.
Don says I did. We'll listen to him. I love when I get those biggest fan things. So she had these so wrapped up. They were so cute. She had them wrapped up like this in a ribbon. You better be my biggest fan. I just realized who you were. Little turd. So they were all wrapped up like this. Stop distracting me, Elise. So she had them all rolled up like this. And it was a little bouquet. It was so cute. Now these are 10-gram minis. And I talked to Katie. You are my first fan. Can you guess who's watching the live, babe?
I would say that somebody would be Miss Hannah.
Yes. So I talked to Katie, the friend that gave them to me, and I was like, they're so my colors. I don't want to put them. They need to shine by themselves. So what I've decided to do, and I forgot to grab this. Hold on one second. Come here. Come say hi to Kennedy. Come here. Say hi, Kennedy. Hello. You're so fat. You're so fat and fluffy. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, excuse me. Hi, Mort. Hi, Dad. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast on 100 stitches. I know I'm excited for the Easter swap. I'm gonna cast on 100 stitches with the provincial. I think that's how you say it. Cast on. For some reason I can't think today. I keep getting distracted. So I'm going to see how many rounds I can get out of a 10-gram. And then I'm going to do that many rounds out of this. It's so soft. It's a baby alpaca blend with nylon for durability. 75% baby alpaca, 25% polyamide. I wanted it around my neck because it's so soft. So my friend Katie gifted this to me, and it was from her friend's stash. You are not being very helpful. It was from her best friend's. Yes, provincial. Thank you. It was from her friend's stash. So it's very special to me. So I wanted, since these are my colors anyway, I'm going to see how much I can get with one. And then I'm going to do the same amount of rows with this, then this, and then, I'll figure out the color. But I am going to make a infinity cowl with all of these because I think they will be pretty. And then I got more stuffs. Then she sent me this one for my birthday. It's all messed up, but she sent me this one for my birthday, and she couldn't have picked a better skein. She said, I've been sitting there looking at it. It just wasn't speaking to me. It just wasn't telling me what it wanted to be. So I thought you would like it. And the colorway name is not Kansas anymore, which is kind of funny because Wizard of Oz is one of my favorite movies, and I used to live in Kansas, so it's pretty fitting. This will probably be a muscle work. I'm not gonna lie. I might have to cast this on after I get done with my other one. I think that's what's gonna have to happen. So, can't remember if I had this bag. It's from my friend Samantha, and for Get Your Yarn Wishes Granted, she had some things come up, and so it was late, but I fell in love with it. It's very soft and like squishy. It's almost quilted, but it almost feels like quilt with like the batting in between it, like sandwiched, but it's not quilted. Like there's no quilting on it. But it's great. It's big. It fits all the minis that I need for my Smeary Stitches shawl. So this is an acquisition. I was sitting here. God, Morticia, you're making my nose all weird. So I was sitting here one day, and Dawn's like, "Baby, you have a package." I have a package. I didn't order anything. My friend Amber decided, the one that made me the snowflake bag, surprised me with a birthday gift. I got spoiled. She spoiled the ever living crap out of me. So first off, this cute little triangle notions pouch with Deadpool, and I love Deadpool. Could you turn off that air for me real quick? Because you can hear it and it sounds like really loud in the videos.
Yeah.
I know it's freezing, but there's lots of blankets. So I got this from her. Fell in love with it. She showed it to me. I can't. Slip Stitch Studios. She showed it to me and I was like, Deadpool, I want it. Well, she gave it to me. He will not be making an appearance because he is sleeping. Thank goodness. He's been pretty special today. So I got this one. And then she was making this hat, and it was actually it's honestly been on my to make list for probably 2 years now. I just haven't done it because I don't have a lot of DK. I need my hairs. Well, if you're missing that much, come over. Turd bucket. This is gonna be the most unprofessional live. It is the Lake Reed hat, and it's got this same. This is very similar, if not the same, cabling pattern as my sweater that I'm making. Kind of. I haven't gotten anything done on it, so I didn't pull it out to show it, but I was so excited because I love hats. I was so excited when I got it. And since it's cold because the heater's not going, I'm going to wear it. Then she got me the unique sock, hand dyed self-striping matching sock kit. And this is really cool because you share a picture of the socks finished or in process using hashtag knit one plant one, and we will plant a tree. We will plant an additional tree for every post. And I know I'm interacting with chat. I am. You're just talking about your brother. And he's been a turd bucket today. He really has. So, this is... Oh, there we go. So pretty. And this is what it looks like. Oops. That's what it looks like. It's going to be so pretty. I'm so excited to start them. But this is the friend that dyed me the yarn for my VBAC tee. She dyed me a DK skein so I could make myself some socks. And they're my favorite colors and I love them. And this is probably going to be... I haven't decided if I want to cast these on or the jelly roll socks. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So, and this is, she dyed it on Swish DK. So soft. I love it. And then, let's see, what else do I have? Oh, and then she dyed me this green, and it's bulky, so I think I'm going to make a headband out of it. But Brian really fell in love with it, so I'm trying to figure out if there's anything I can make him with one skein of bulky. So if you have any suggestions, let me know. It's so pretty. I love this. And
Balaclava.
what?
Balaclava.
I don't think I'll have enough, but you would love that. I probably should make him one. Don't say a balaclava.
Balaclava.
I can never say it right. All right, I love you too, babe. Be good. Do your schoolwork. So there's that. Don't really have much more to show you. Oh yes, I do. I saved the best for last. So
Me.
well, yeah, you are the best for last. I saved the best for last. When Amber and I, gosh, Morticia just, she sheds like crazy. Amber and I were talking about my perfect bag. And I said my perfect bag would be office theme print and newspaper print inside.
Not newspaper.
Not newspaper, notebook paper. Thank you. Notebook paper.
You're welcome.
This is what I got. It says all over it, because Dwight's my favorite, Shroot Farms, people love beets, and it's got pictures of Dwight all over it, and the beets, and the black, and this wonderful cord for the drawstring, because this is like, these are the best drawstrings. And then I'm like, oh hey, cute little handles. They're notebook paper. And then I saw this part. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. That says The Office. I know that much. It says The Office. So, on the inside of said bag, it's not only notebook paper fabric, it is The Office notebook paper. Oh, I was so excited. Oh my gosh, I was so excited. I did a little happy dance. It was great. And then, not only that, the pocket, I can't believe she found this fabric. It's epic. The pocket is Michael. That's what she said. I was so excited. Oh, I was so excited. I freaked out. And then Katie, one of the little things Katie got me, because some of the days she gave me little treats, little extras, like I got quite a few stitch markers. In fact, one of the stitch markers matched my Musselburgh so much I had to switch. You see it, like it's perfect for this hat. It's that one right there. So that's my beginning of rounded. It's so pretty, and it matches so well. I love it. So Miss Katie gave me a little pin that says guilty of KUI, knitting under the influence. While I have done that before, I do not suggest it, because you make mistakes or drop stitches or slip stitches or all kinds of fun things. And then I got this a while ago from Utterly Adorable Knits, and it's a little ball cozy. Hello. It's a little ball cozy, and it's got the Office cast all over it. I love it. And I have another one that has the stapler and a few other things, and that just kind of lives in there. There's my ball winder doesn't work, so I'm hand rolling my balls. So I have no use for it, but it's super cute. I know, isn't it great? And then I should have known. I just realized this. I should have known the inside of the cozy is the same as inside of the bag. It's the Office notebook material. How did I not figure this out? How did I not notice that?
Maybe you weren't looking.
Well, I didn't turn it inside out, so yeah. Okay. And that is about it. What are you humming about?
I'm chuckling at you.
Thanks. I love you so much. So, like I said earlier, when I was doing my whips, I didn't get. I got this much done on my jelly roll, from here to here. It's almost not even worth showing. I once Katie told me she was gonna give me the she was sending me the advent. I'm like, okay, I gotta hurry up and get this strip done so that I can start another strip. And I planned on doing a strip a day. I did not know most days I was getting two bowls. So we're just rolling with it. I kind of got addicted to this. This was a really fun note. Or note knit. This was really fun. And then I had the smeary stripes or smeary stitches wrap kind of like stuck in my head and I couldn't quite get it out. And so it took me a while. The one I'm wearing, if you were talking about the one I'm wearing, I'll show it to you real quick. If you're not, okay, yes, the one I'm wearing. I actually designed this pattern myself. I started with the grocery girl from the grocery store, and I used a size 5 instead of size 7, so it was like that big. It was nowhere near big enough. So I kind of wanted to fade, so I just kind of did the stripe sequence myself. Um, I don't know if people would want me to write up a pattern of it. If you do, let me know. I don't think it would be too hard. Um, oh my gosh, it's so cold in here. And then I had him turn off the heat, but I didn't want the noise because you can hear the heater really bad. Okay, I don't even care. We're just going with it. Thank you. I was kind of worried the color changes didn't quite go the way I wanted it, but I am still learning. And I used to never like knitting shawls. I got bored with them, I think. And since I designed this one, I so badly wanted to see how it would look at the end that I just couldn't put it down. And I was the same way with my other shawl, the wrap that I'm working on. But I wanted to get Dawn socks done. I picked them up on my birthday just because they were super easy and I didn't have a lot of time to sit down and knit because we were barbecuing and we were hanging out outside because it was such a nice day. And all of a sudden I'm looking at it and I'm like, I'm at heel. Like this is crazy. So we did the heel. Thank you very much. It was a great birthday. We had ribs and smoked macaroni and cheese, and it was delicious. Um, and so I kind of put that aside. And now that I have it out, I'm like, I'm gonna work on that. But I do really want to get Dawn's socks finished because I want to start another pair for me. So I think I'll finish the socks, cast on the jelly roll. Is it the jelly roll or the Rose City Rollers? The jelly roll. Um, and then I'll work on that a little more because it's so simple. It's um, such an easy pattern. Oh, another thing, it's all garter. Another thing I wanted to show you is these bracelets. Now I have this one right here. These came from Katie too. Her friend Jennifer created the pattern, and I'll, instead of messing with the one I have on, I have 3 of them and I love every single one of them, but I'm gonna have to say this is my favorite. So it's actually a row counter, and you can count up to 100 rows on this. So one you choose for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then the other you choose for 1 through 10, basically. And it's got this little loop with seed beads. It's hard to do when it's not on. it's really hard to do when it's not on. And then you pop it through that, and it's not going to go through it. So now I know I have 10. I use the big ones for 10. So let's say I had 12 stitches. There we go. So that would tell me that I am on row 12. I love these stitch markers. Well, stitch row counters. I cannot talk today. So I have the red and black one, which of course is my favorite, and I wear it the most because it matches more things than the other ones. And then another one of my favorite colors is yellow. And I have this yellow one. And then I have this green one with a little star. So these are really, really cool row counters. I normally use, like if I'm doing a pattern sock, I normally, thank you. I normally use the light bulb stitch markers and put the light bulb marker on the very first row, and then count up, okay, I'm row 7. Okay, next one is row 8 or row 1, and then I'll put the stitch marker, and that's how I keep track of my rows. But if it's something a little more difficult than a sock, then I definitely use these. And I use these when I decrease for my toes, because I always forget what row I'm on. So I use them for decreasing for my toes too. So when I do it that way, the big one is a regular row, and then the little black one's a smaller row, or a regular knit row. No, the big one is a regular knit row, the small one is a decrease row. I got these little containers at Walmart, I think. And they're my favorite little notions pouches, like notion cases. Just, I mean, not notions, I guess, because I just basically put my stitch markers and progress keepers and stuff in there. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't really have a story today because this isn't exactly a normal episode. But if you would like to share a story with me, please email it to me at knitsandtales@gmail.com, or DM me on Instagram, Facebook, basically anywhere. So I think that's about it. I'm trying to think. Nope. That's it. If anybody has any questions for me, please feel free to comment below. I will answer them as soon as possible. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and we will talk to you guys later. Have a good day and be kind.